Joining us from Huntsville are students Courtney Lattimore and Erica PRUETT, and from Newton, Massachusetts, former Prosecutor Wendy Murphy. Good morning to you all.
Good morning, Harry.
Good morning.
First off, to Erica and Courtney, our condolences on this horrific crime that was committed right there on your campus. Erica, you had a professor who was killed and an advisor. Is there a way to put into words what this has done to your academic community there?
No, sir. It's really hard to fathom right now how this has affected us and how this is going to continue to affect us. I know the university will take care of all the students and the faculty, and we're doing what we can to take care of our own as well. But the pain of not being able to go to class this morning and then present my paper to Dr. Davis on Wednesday is still settling in.
It must be unimaginable. Courtney, you had Dr. Bishop in class. How would you describe her as a professor?
I would describe, excuse me, Dr. Bishop. She was a good teacher. She was very passionate about her research that she did in class. None of us thought that anything like this could happen. We weren't afraid of her. We weren't uncomfortable to approach her with questions. She was just a normal college professor, I would say.
Very interesting. So there were no signs of brittleness, no signs of being unapproachable. This notion of what happened is a shock to everybody.
Absolutely. All my classmates, all of us couldn't believe it. When we first heard it, none of us wanted to think that it was actually Dr. Bishop. I felt comfortable asking her questions. I know we felt comfortable going to her office hours. If we had questions about a test or anything, she was an approachable teacher.
Very approachable. Erica, was the news of her not being granted tenure, was that public knowledge? Was there any known controversy about that?
That was not public knowledge. I think that a few people in the department knew about it besides the faculty that were immediately involved, but that was not public knowledge, and that's not something that's shared around the university.
Well, we thank you both for taking the time to speak with us today, and again, we offer our condolences. It must be very difficult times there to try and figure out how any of this makes sense. Thank you both. We want to turn to Wendy Murphy now. Wendy, such interesting background about Dr. Bishop and this story from when she was barely out of her teens about her brother and this what was then deemed an accidental shooting. What should we be making of this?
Well, you know, Harry, it's hard to know at this point because, as was mentioned in the package, the police report from the Braintree Police Department is missing, and it's been missing since about 2 years after the incident in 1986. I think that would have told us an awful lot about why the current police chief is saying he's not so sure that was an accidental shooting death of Amy Bishop's brother. And certainly there's a great deal of tension right now because we know that the state police also investigated on behalf of the district attorney's office, then Bill Delahunt, now Congressman Delahunt, and the conflict, boy, is there tension around that. And we're going to find out more, there's no question. But look, we've got a woman who, at a fairly young age, shot her own brother to death, left her house with the shotgun, shooting again into the ceiling, being captured after using the gun in a menacing manner against a passing motorist. The police come upon her, and she's holding a shotgun. If that's the way she was reacting to a family dispute back in 1986, boy, you got to believe the University of Alabama would have liked to have known that. And it's an interesting question we still don't know the answer to. Did they know that she had been literally suspected of a homicide back in 1986.
Wendy, thanks very much for your input this morning. Do appreciate it.